Hey, Billy Fitz 15. We're on a project doing a whole house renovation, and wait till you see what we got for you on this video. Here we go again. So what we're doing is we're renovating the kitchen. We're changing out the cabinets in the bathrooms. We're just changing out the toilet. We're doing the LVP on the whole house. But before we did any of this work, I sent a painter in there to paint the place and try to get it right. And the painter told me he was done. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey of what things to expect and what not to expect when the painter tells you he's done. On a paint job that I can't even explain, but it is what it is. I put a painter in this house and he just told me he was finished. So I came out here and looked at the job, and this is what I found. That whole wall is not finished. That wall's not done. Overspray is everywhere. On the tiles especially, that's going to be very hard to get out. Yeah, because these tiles are not being replaced. Like that stuff down there, I mean, I guess they got chemicals for that, that'll come up. But once it gets in the ground, I'm thinking it stains it. And then I can't understand the blinds being on the floor. Okay. Very odd. And why would that be taken down and stepped on? And then we have the bathroom. I can't explain that right there. That probably should have been cut in first, maybe? I don't know. Not when you're spraying, you don't have to worry about cutting in. Anyway, this is the bathroom. Closets look great. I don't know what kind of paint this is. It kind of looks like a flat white. Don't even look like it's eggshell. I don't know. Struggling with this one. Okay, and then we got the kitchen. I don't know what we're going to do about these lines on the ceilings, which means now we're going to have to paint the ceiling. Oh boy, oh boy. So, I'm not really sure how this is going to work. We're going to find out when he gets here and see what he has to say. Painting ain't easy. That's for sure. Painting is not easy. Like, look at the ceiling up there. I know this room was, we told him to paint this ceiling in this room only because of that, for sure. So this could have all been one color. We got the sprayer out, so I guess I would have sprayed the whole thing at one time. You were supposed to paint all that.
The ceiling? This one?
Just in this room. I remember we talked about it.
Yeah, I think so for that. Yeah.
And this whole wall.
Yeah. You don't want to paint this tile ceiling?
Because look at your overspray.
Oh my God, I see that now. I see that. I didn't come here. Yeah.
Not in there, but here. This is all overspray. I don't know how you're gonna get that up. Down here. And then these blinds. We don't want to replace these blinds. This was on our list to repair because they worked fine. They was okay.
Holy shit, all the ceiling now is fucking needs to be painted.
There's no way around it. Same thing in here. If
What was this hole? Down the wall yet. But the ceiling now,
oh, you stuck now.
fuck this guy.
You bought the ceiling.
Yeah. So, oh. You gotta spray the whole ceiling out of the house.
Yeah, when David and I, when we spray, our shield, he sprays. I hold the shield. And I walk behind him as he's spraying, or I'm in front of him.
I know what he
It's just one person?
No, it's two guys. They went too fast.
What is this? You kidding me?
This is all sun.
That's white paint. Did they have the window open when they painted? So now you get a little idea of what I was talking about with the painter. It's actually not that bad, but it was pretty bad. It was bad enough that 5 times I had to go out to the property and keep pointing stuff out. They never did get the stuff off the floors, but that's okay, because we're gonna put cord around over the tiles because it's gonna match the LVP areas. But he did attempt to fix everything up. They did paint the ceilings for free. The whole house, probably 10 gallons of kills. But we're gonna switch out all the lights, switch plate covers and receptacle covers. We're gonna switch all that stuff out anyway. But it's just be on point. When somebody says they're done, they may not be done. Billy Fitz 15. We're on another project. This time it's a whole house renovation. As you can see, all the walls have been painted. You can look around me, you see all the walls freshly painted. We're gonna do the floors in there with the LVP. But right now what we're doing is the kitchen. So we have all the cabinets. So you can see right down there. I think they're called Edison gray shaker style cabinets. And what we're doing in the kitchen here is I'm setting up all the lines for the cabinets, trying to find out where all the studs are on the walls. So we're going to put a microwave right here above the stove. That's going to be the stove right there. So this is what we got going on. And that's about it right there. Okay, without further ado, let's get this party started. All right. The first thing I like to do is clean. That's pretty much all that we could do for today. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back tomorrow. It's the next day. We are back at the Ashmead job, the cabinet job, which is a kind of big renovation. We're gonna put in our countertops today. We had to buy all 3 because they don't make, they're not making the countertops now at Home Depot or the big box stores at 12 feet, and this thing is just under 12 feet. So we had to buy 2 8-footers, 3 8-footers. It's going to be a lot of waste, but we don't have any choice. This job has to get finished. So let's get right into what we're doing today. We do have a lot of stuff going on. Let me show you. Okay, right here is the shower. That's all gutted out, you can see. It's a little weird on the spacing. You see the size? That's like way over 24. I don't know what's going on. I guess in Florida you can get away with that. Look at that spacing. Whatever happened to 16 on center? I mean, what, did they run out of 2x4s? It's like insane. Anyway, we'll hardy board it. We'll straighten out the plumbing there. Get that piece off. Get the piece off the top right there. And then we'll get right to it. We do have a nice base cabinet going in here. It's going to be a 36. And then we'll leave them the option of putting shelves right there. There. I don't make the rules, just play by. All these rooms are getting LVP on the floor. All of this is going to be LVP in the closets, everything. The painter did some crazy job, huh? He painted the valances. Look, instead of taping them up, I don't know if you guys can see that. crazy. And how about that? Stuff like that. How do you explain something like that? And I gotta talk about it, I'm finished. Yeah, you finished all right. Finished working for me. Anyway, pretty much the same thing in every room. We'll have to come around and do some touching up, some cleaning up. But for the most part, it's okay. And then we have one more bathroom. We got one more bathroom right here. Let me show it to you. It's a kind of big job. I mean, for us, it's a big job. Okay. There was a leak in there. We had to fix it. So we'll repair the sheetrock. This is getting a 48-inch base cabinet, actually pretty big. It's gonna look nice. We'll repair the hole in the sheetrock right there. We have a mirror going there, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be repaired. We're changing out the light. We don't have anything to do with the shower. Our homeowner is keeping the shower as is. Go figure. In here, we're just gonna be changing out the plates, make them new. We'll reinstall the bifold doors after the flooring is done, after we do all the LVP flooring. We'll put thresholds on the floor. It's gonna look really nice. Okay, what I did was I measured on the wall over what the first mark was, and I went from here, which is the actual end of the wall, and I measured over, and it was 11 3/4, and then I dropped into here, which is 8 7/8. And then I just transferred the mark straight down, and then I tried to go 16 on center. The wall's not 16 on center, 17 and a half, possibly because of the plumbing. So then I just took my 17 and a half and I put it right on here, on that mark, and just made my mark straight down. And now I run my screws through the back, just a couple, because the bulk of the strength is going to be up at the soffit. Now I'm going to bring my little cheat stick right here. That'll be the height. That'll push the cabinet right to the ceiling. Like I'm used to my muscles for the rest. Okay, we're getting ready to do the countertops right now. As you can see, the area is prepped. Everything's in, all the cabinets are in. Dishwasher is in. Garbage compactor in. Water line in. Ice line in. Everything is in. The only thing we need to do now is pop in the countertops. And that's going to be fun. One inch overhang, sometimes half inch is fine. Factory edges. See how it's going to end down there? That's where we're going to put our joint, down there. Alright, let's see what this thing looks like. Very interesting. Just give me a try. Is it designed not to have a support? Think I can change your mind. Maybe it might be. Does it sound like a pick-up line? If I said no, I'd be lying. 48.
Glass of some fine Chardonnay. The more you drink, the more it tastes.
Push it tight here, it's always going to be a gap here. That's what caulk is for, or that's the reason why they leave these backs extended so that you can hit it with a belt sander and just drop it down right in the corner, and that'll push it tight up against the wall. Same thing on this side. What we do is we taper the cut. Taper the cut tight here, all the way to whatever it is here, I don't know, 40 3/8. And that's how you do that. And then you put your joint right here. Definitely don't want to put a joint where the sink is. We cannot put a joint right here because this is post form Formica countertop. This will completely fall apart if we were to put a joint right there and right there. Would absolutely fall apart. The water would get in there and there would be no stopping it from swelling up, and this whole thing would be a nightmare. As long as you don't let water touch this, it'll last a long time. All right. We're gonna get ready to go inside. We're gonna go inside and we're gonna cut the other side of that. We'll fit it, make sure it fits good. We're not gonna attach it because we still have to cut this sink. And once we cut the sink, we'll flip this over, we'll install the sink. And then once the sink is installed, we'll flip it back over with the plumbing on it, push it as far as to the wall as we can, and then close that joint up, right there. That's it for today. We can't do any more. It's kind of like late, and we'll come back on Monday and we'll finish this up. But everything's pretty much done. All the cabinets are up. We just have to put the hardware on the doors. Everything's set up. Stove is hooked up. Cabinets, refrigerators plugged in, working. Everything's looking good in here. Look at it. You guys can see. We haven't done the toe kicks yet, but the cabinets are installed. And we're changing out the hardware too. Yeah, everything's gonna be brushed nickel. Even these silly plates are getting changed. Looking good. This place was a headache when we got here. Look at that, huh? That's a nice little touch there. That light. So as you can see, we have more lights. We got cabinets, there's the flooring. There's the sinks, there's more cabinets, more hardware. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Billy Fitz 15. Peace. Here we go again.